Hello everyone and welcome back MMA News Channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. UFC light heavyweight lord Alex Pereira has landed in Sydney, Australia. Preceding UFC 312, Strickland inquired as to whether he would corner him. Potton joyfully concurred. Presently he's moving with Group Strickland, showing support for his companion in his impending second fight against the South African Dricus du Plessis. In one more Instagram story, Potton stepped on the scale, uncovering a load of 235 pounds. Pereira was likewise seen fighting with UFC featherweight Diego Lopez. Sean Strickland's UFC 312 media day was essentially as wild as you'd anticipate. The previous UFC middleweight champion has gained notoriety for being an erratic power beyond the octagon, continuously figuring out how to keep everybody alert and aware. Only days before his title battle rematch with Dricus du Plessis, Strickland was discovered on camera tumbling off a bike, and presently he sent off an express tirade focused on top middleweight competitor Hamza Chimaev. Lock in for this one. We didn't discuss Mr. Chimaev. Okay. We should discuss this. I continue to hear Chimaev this, Chimaev this, Chimaev that. In any case, we should what is the set of experiences and realities say about Chimaev. Also, you folks are media. You ought to know this. Chimaev escaped Chechnya with his family since a harsh warlord tyrant that killed individuals aimlessly. No, can't stand on him. It's your country. He returns. He returns to Chechnya. He returns to Chechnya since someone needs to get him a G-cart. He's like, goodness, stand by. I'll be that whore, make it happen. Twist the knee for you, man. I like G-carts. And afterward, what occurs? The chain gets excessively close. Also, guess what? I think the U.S. government sort of suggests similar to seize him like a psychological oppressor now. Why? Since individuals get killed constantly in Chechnya, and they totally disregard common freedoms. So presently Chimaev is frightened as like, gracious man, I needed to be terrible. I would have rather not gone full tip. Presently he escapes to like some place in the sand pit, and presently he's hanging out in the sand pit. Indeed, Chimaev, you can battle. You realize you got a facial hair growth. However, let history record it at you, sir, or you escaped the country. You returned and you got agreeable with a tyrant and escaped once more. Doesn't make any difference how great of a contender you will be. You are and will continuously be a fucking war. Hamza answered, posting this photograph inscribed with snickering axe out. In a Battle Week interview with the UFC, Sean Strickland conceded that Alex Pereira isn't just roused by loaning him a hand this Saturday night. Strickland said that Potton likewise came to help him since he despises Dricus du Plessis, in spite of the fact that Sean doesn't have the foggiest idea why. However, talking with Imprint Boris as of late, DDP adulated Alex, saying I think he is one of the best battle competitors to at any point live. He is an extraordinary competitor to go in a brief time frame from an alternate game, and in addition to an alternate game, kickboxing, which is certainly not an extraordinary base for MMA. I have the world's regard for him as a warrior, as an individual even. I think we are rivals. However, I have the highest regard for what he's accomplished in the game, and he's genuinely one of the GOATs to ever not do MMA or in that frame of mind in battle sports. I think likely the most accomplished battle sports competitor the world's always seen. Pereira will be in Strickland's corner for the battle, and du Plessis was asked what his message to Potton is. DDP replied, how's it will feel to be in Sean Strickland's corner losing once more. One day when we battle, he'll be 0-2. After another loss, fans are beginning to puzzle over whether Israel Adesanya ought to think about retirement at this phase of his vocation. On the pound-for-pound digital broadcast, Kohav Kamara Usman said something regarding the matter, expressing that no, he doesn't think Izzy needs to resign, however ought to consider changing his methodology pushing ahead. Camera feels that his companion has proactively shown what him can do against the world's ideal, and assuming he intends to continue to battle, he'd like to see him take on additional tomfoolery battles that individuals would be excited to watch. Extreme one, I think both definitely just I do right by the two people. Also, holler to Yemavov. Wells, he's most certainly raised himself to that extremely short rundown Henry of possible next competitor for that title. Israel, man, truly, he's at a guide in his profession toward where, recall, Anderson Silva reached this point where I will pick a tomfoolery battle. It's a tomfoolery battle. That is a battle that I believe will be extraordinary, that individuals need to see that battle. Is it demonstrated the way that he can in any case battle? He was shark. UFC bantamweight champion Merab Dvalishvili has gotten together with Group Taporia in anticipation of UFC 312 this end of the week. Ilya's more established sibling, Alessandro Taporia, will make his UFC debut on the primer card against Kobe Thickness. Merab simply posted a video from within the enclosure exhibiting his bond with his Georgian siblings. The Machine. A couple of months before his Worldwide Battle Association debut, previous UFC lightweight competitor Kevin Lee got injured quite terrible while fighting. In a video shared to Instagram by rising warrior Magram Gasanzadi, Lee endeavored a non-serious flying knee. Very nearly a bluff into his competing accomplice's space, he brought down his defenses while executing the movement, which is the point at which his fighting accomplice got him with a mean right hand to the head. Almost falling hard, Lee ended up on one knee, flimsy, scarcely ready to stand. Previous UFC champion Robbie Lawler interceded, advising Lee to walk it off. Really look at this. Gracious. Irish fighter Jono Lord Kong Carroll has answered Conor McGregor after the previous UFC champion alluded to the new Muslim believer as a rug licker. Carroll answered, condemning McGregor for being discourteous of his religion, composing the infamous, "We as a whole used to admire you. Presently we're embarrassed about the man you are. You came that veil you put on to dazzle individuals. Presently everybody is simply giggling at you. Not with you no more. It's humiliating. I'll appeal to God for you, my sibling, and trust you get everything in order for the good of your loved ones. It's the ideal opportunity for the present top images. Third spot was posted by Zelifo. Runner-up was posted by Colas. The top pick was posted by UFC Image Marie. He's Spanish. Then, at that point, 155 is Islam 170, who's 170 winner. That is Bilal Muhammad. Definitely, you're somewhat correct. Definitely. I believe it's whenever you first said who was the 170 winner. At the point when you look. Gratitude for watching. Assuming you like the substance. Crush that like button and remember to buy and to stay in the discussion. In a video delivered on his Instagram story just after the misfortune on Saturday, Poe said he got burglarized in the last battle on his agreement. It's not exactly a lot to say, man. When you battle an individual's country, they go pick the old neighborhood fellow. I realize I won 2 and 3. Other than that, man,